ahead, ABC15 getting the latest from the campaign trail as both sides hold competing rallies in our state 53 days until the election. And our Zach Perry helping you make your weekend plans and sharing what's happening right now to make sure that the annual APS Light Show is ready to go.
What does this project mean to you? You've seen a lot in your time.
Oh, yeah. So I've seen an awfully lot. And, of course, this building means a lot to me. All of these buildings do.
And paving the way for the future of Gilbert. Hear from an East Valley pioneer and a town trailblazer sharing a sneak peek of what will soon become a community hangout. Our team here at ABC15 is taking action, watching multiple fires burning across Arizona, starting with the Siphon Fire. This one is burning 12,000 acres just outside of Apache Junction in the Superstition Mountains. That is where several evacuations are happening and road closures are now in place. Fire crews are working around the clock as this fire has grown very fast and the terrain is tough. If you are headed to Canyon Lake or Lost Dutchman State Park, those are closed while crews are battling this fire. Here is what we know so far. The cause remains under investigation. Tonto National Forest says that this is believed to be human caused. The high winds that we had yesterday caused this fire to spread very quickly. State Route 88 Apache Trail is closed along with Tortilla Flat, Canyon Lake Marina, and Lost Dutchman State Park. Now here's what officials told us about this fire yesterday.
With the heat and the terrain, it's rough and rugged. It's not very accessible to our firefighters. It's also not really safe to put firefighters up there on the ground. So that has been one of our biggest challenges.
Crews continue to battle this fire on the ground and also in the air by chopper. We will, of course, be following this fire very closely. And in North Scottsdale, the Gate Fire is burning at about 100 acres north of the McDowell Mountain Preserve, just feet away from homes. Fire crews attacking the flames and homeowners near 128th Street and Ranch Gate Road coming home to find the fast-growing fire nearby due to the strong winds.
Come down Ranch Gate Road and I saw smoke. Didn't know where it was. I drove up and literally got there probably 5 minutes before the fire department showed up.
The fire taking more than 150 firefighters from multiple Arizona departments to get those flames under control. The Point Fire just northeast of New River also continues to burn. Tonto National Forest officials giving an update on social media. More accurate mapping showing that the fire is now at 4,800 acres. The cause of this one still under investigation. As we continue to monitor these fires, meteorologist Ashley DiMartino is tracking the winds that have been a big factor in the firefight. Ashley, the big question today is, will these winds be a factor again?
And definitely the winds were a factor yesterday. Now we've been seeing them really subsiding over the last 24 hours. We have winds that are only supposed to be right around about 10 miles an hour this afternoon with no real strong wind gusts there. So that is good news for the firefighters. It's also a lot cooler. We started off this morning at 78 degrees, which is the coolest morning we've seen since June 3rd, where it was 77 degrees in our overnight hours. And even with our afternoon temperatures, as we head through these next couple of days, we're going to see big changes that are coming. Just take a look at the drop that we're going to see. By Sunday, we are talking about only seeing highs in the upper 90s. But by the mid part of next week, with the cooler air that rushes in, we're talking low to mid 90s for afternoon highs and overnights in the upper 60s and low 70s. So yeah, big changes coming our way for the weekend. We have a chance for some showers beginning for us late on Saturday night. We'll take a look at how much rain we're going to expect coming up in your full forecasts.
And this just in, we are getting new video of the moments a truck crashes into an Elks Lodge in Apache Junction this past weekend. We first brought this to you as breaking news on Saturday when that vehicle crashed into the building, injuring 30 people, leaving one in critical condition. Investigators officially telling ABC15 that the driver, 73-year-old Thomas Edward Kane, was at the Elks Lodge, then got into his truck to leave, then crashed into the building. Police say that alcohol was a factor in this crash. ABC 15 reaching out to police to learn more about the condition of those who were injured. We do want to get you up to speed now on some developing stories we're tracking for you at this hour. ABC 15 is working to learn more about the suspect who died in a shooting involving Tempe police. This was the scene at an apartment complex on Thursday near the I-10 and Baseline Road. Police say that they got a call from someone saying that they had been threatened by the suspect. When police tried to speak with him, we're told the suspect eventually came out with a handgun and pointed it at police. Two officers then fired their guns. The suspect died on scene. No officers were hurt. The East Valley Critical Incident Response Team is now investigating. To an ABC 15 update, Steward Health's CEO was a no-show in Washington on Thursday. Lawmakers are voting to hold him in contempt after he defied a subpoena to testify about the hospital's financials. As we've reported, Steward Health declared bankruptcy earlier this year, leaving its hospitals, including some in Arizona, in limbo. A Senate committee accuses the CEO of living a lavish lifestyle while healthcare centers struggled. That includes in Phoenix, where we've reported AC and other issues went unfixed, causing St. Luke's Behavioral Health Center to close. It comes, as we told you on Wednesday, Honor Health is now taking over most of Steward's facilities. You can find that story and our continuing coverage on ABC15.com. America Votes 2024 dueling campaign rallies taking place in Tucson on Thursday. Former President Trump and second gentleman Doug Emhoff making their pitch to Arizona voters. We're taking a closer look at their visits as voting in some states is about to get underway. Let's start with the visit from former President Donald Trump. ABC 15 was told hundreds were turned away because the venue was at full capacity in Tucson. During his rally, Trump blamed VP Harris for the state of the southern border. He also spoke about the economy and his plan to help Arizonans in the future.
My plan to end this nightmare and help millions of Arizona families afford the house of your dreams. We will rapidly reduce inflation by slashing energy costs. We're going to slash energy costs, taxes, and we are going to slash regulations.
The former president also said that he will end all taxes on overtime pay as part of a wider tax cut package if elected. And if you're hoping for another debate between Trump and Vice President Harris, Trump said that he is done with debates, saying that his first two this election season were successful. However, there is an offer from multiple media outlets to host a debate at ASU. We will let you know if the former president accepts. Now to second gentleman Doug Emhoff's visit to Tucson. He focused on reproductive rights and advocating for his wife.
It could not be more clear. Kamala Harris has the character and expertise that we need in a president.
As for Vice President Harris, she spent the day campaigning in the battleground state of North Carolina. We do want to take the time to thank everyone who donated to our phone bank on Thursday for the family of Officer Zane Coolidge. The community really stepped up to lend a hand to this family. Officer Coolidge died 1 week ago after he was shot in the line of duty. Thanks to our generous ABC 15 viewers, so far we have raised over $72,000 and counting. The money will go to his wife and 5-month-old daughter to help them during this difficult time.
There's a hole in that family that can never be filled. You know, you've lost a husband, a father, a son, that just, you know, that's something that will never be filled.
So you can still take some action and donate. Just scan that QR code on your screen right now. Halloween hasn't even happened yet, but we are feeling the holiday vibes and counting down to the APS Electric Light Parade with just 85 days to go. It takes place on December 7th. This year's theme, Let Every Holiday Shine, and parade preparations, they're already underway. ABC 15's Zach Perry is sharing the details about what makes this night so special.
We are 85 days away from the APS Electric Light Parade, but who is counting? We are in the holiday spirit this morning. I have Bob here from the city of Phoenix. Bob, talk to me a little bit about what we're doing here with all these floats.
Sure. We're getting together this morning to inflate the helium balloons that we take down the parade route. We inflate them with cold air. We clean them, make sure they look great. We look for holes and make sure that they're going to survive the 2.5-mile walk down the parade route. And additionally, they're outfitted with lights, so these are essentially just glowing as they come down the parade route, and they're a fantastic addition to the parade, and it's something that everyone looks forward to. So we got to make sure they're in top shape.
Absolutely. Talk to me also about the amount of floats that we're going to be expected to see during this year's APS Electric Light Parade.
Sure. We have what we stage basically 100 entries, but that can mean 400 or 500 units going down the route because entries can have multiple units. You can have a performance group that has a float. You can have a car club that's got 20 vehicles decorated going down. So it's well over an hour of excitement, entertainment, and lots of lights.
The nostalgia. Tell me, what's it like being able to, provide such a tradition, holiday tradition for those here in the Valley each year?
It is such a special time for people. It's amazing how many families have grown up on the parade. It's the start of their holiday season, and it's no matter which holiday they celebrate, and they get together. They bring their kids. Now those kids are older, and they start bringing their kids. We're in second and third generations celebrating this, and it's really an important part of their family and even neighborhoods.
Oh, how cool is that? Well, guys, make sure to mark your calendars for Saturday, December 7th. The APS Electric Light Parade is surely going to be a big and bright event for your holiday season, so make sure to put that on your calendars. Reporting outside the APS Electric Light Parade preview, Zach Perry, ABC 15 Arizona.
If you're ready to hit the road this weekend, coming up, I'm looking ahead at some closures you'll want to know about and ways that you can avoid getting stuck in traffic. Around Arizona, ABC15 is keeping you updated on water restrictions at the Grand Canyon due to that water line break in August. The national park will ease the restrictions due to rising water levels in reservoir tanks. This is happening at the South Rim. Stage 2 restrictions will allow camper services to reopen to the public, and water spigots will turn on at 2 campgrounds there. Although restrictions are easing, visitors are still being asked to conserve water when flushing, taking showers, and doing the dishes. Trying to figure out what is best when it comes to cell phones in schools, Dysart Unified School District forming a new committee to look into that. It comes after ABC 15's extensive coverage on kids using cell phones in the classroom. You might remember Governor Katie Hobbs vetoed a bill that would require all public schools to adopt policies limiting cell phone use in the classroom, leaving it up to each district and schools to make their own policies. Dysart Unified says that they need parents, students, and staff to volunteer for their new committees. We'll keep an eye on what that committee achieves.
Well, we have made it to the end of the week. It is a Friday, and it is gorgeous outside right now. We've got clear skies and sunshine, and temperatures pretty mild. I mean, starting off the morning at 78 degrees, it felt so nice to get up and get that day started. And, well, as we head through the rest of the weekend, we've got big changes coming our way, which means big drop in our temperature. So we're talking about our daytime highs going into the mid-90s, which we haven't seen since May 26th, if you can believe it. Our overnight lows dropping into the 70s a bit more consistently, and we haven't really seen that since the 1st of June. And we've got that chance for showers and thunderstorms coming our way. Definitely much needed rain. We'll take anything we can get, right? So let's walk you through your Friday. Again, as I mentioned, we're dry, we're sunny. We're definitely still going to be hot though. 98 at noon, 102 at 2 p.m. and 105 at 4 p.m. is our expected afternoon high. So that puts us just above where we should be for this time of year. We're going to stay on Saturday with one more day of temperatures in those triple digits with that high of 102. And then by Sunday, as we bring in the rain, we drop to 97 as the afternoon highs. So tons of things going on around the valley and the weather cooperating, so it'll feel a little bit better out there if you're going to be out and about. The valley rain chance Kansas. Very slight on Saturday night that we could get a sprinkle or two. Otherwise, we'll keep most of everything to the east of us. But our best bet's really going to be for that rain coverage on Sunday and on Monday. Then after that, we dry out. But the thing is, we don't warm up. We've got much cooler air coming in for the end of next week, which continues to drop our temperatures. So we're watching the tropical storm system that is just to our south. Although that moisture itself doesn't really necessarily impact us as we head into our Saturday, we start to see things changing as we head into our Sunday. Reason for that is we've got another storm system dropping in from our north, kicking up those southwest winds, and that might help drag that moisture up into Arizona just enough to really combine with the moisture that's coming in with that system to give us that more widespread rain that we're going to see as we head into our Sunday and into our Monday as well. So when we're talking about rain and what we could potentially see, we could see up to 1/4 of an inch here in the valley. Just to the east of us could be 3/4 of an inch. And then, of course, up in the higher terrain along the rim, we're expecting anywhere from 1 inch to about 1.5 inches of rain. Let's take a look at those temperatures for the afternoon. As I mentioned, 105, 102 on your Saturday. Then 90s begin for us on our Sunday, but there's that big drop in our temperatures for the mid part of next week as we're in the low 70s in our overnights and the low 90s for our afternoon highs.
Hi there, I'm Jamie Bourne with a look at some of the weekend construction projects taking place across the valley. The first one is probably the biggest. This one is near Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. The I-10 heading westbound is going to be shut down between the State Route 143 and the I-17. So maybe you're heading to the airport, maybe you're going to the Cardinals game on Sunday. You'll have to jump on the 143 northbound to the Loop 202 westbound, the Red Mountain Freeway, in order to get around that. Also, let's take you to the East Valley near Chandler, shut down this weekend. The Loop 202 right between Gilbert Road and Arizona Avenue. So to get around this, you'll have to just jump off, maybe take Pecos or Germain Road as your alternate. And let's take you to the northern part of the valley, because also taking place this weekend, the I-17 southbound is going to be shut down right at the Loop 303. It will then narrow down to just one lane all the way until Jomax Road. So to get around this, you're just going to have to follow the signs. They will route you off of the Loop 303 or back onto the Loop 303. For a closer look at some of the other projects happening near you, you can head on over to abc15.com/traffic. Honoring and celebrating our heroes, ABC 15 sits down with Valley veterans as they embark on the trip of a lifetime. ABC 15 is celebrating our heroes who put their lives on the line to serve our country. An honor flight carrying more than 30 veterans of war is set to come back home today in Phoenix after the trip of a lifetime. And for one veteran who reached out to us here at ABC 15, this flight meant more than you may ever realize. In a small corner of a busy Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport, laughter and smiles on the faces of dozens of Valley veterans wearing yellow shirts, mapping out the road ahead. Like Ken Stencil, who among all of the excitement tells me he wasn't always greeted with this warm of a welcome, reflecting back on being discharged after his time in the Air Force during the Vietnam War.
We had people standing in a line there spitting at our feet. You know, they were protesters against the war. We laid our lives on the line for these people, and they had no respect for us.
But through those dark memories, Diane Franzese tells me this is a new happy memory, a glimmer of hope.
Many of them have never seen their memorial, and they deserve it.
A flight to see the biggest thank you they deserve, memorials honoring them, along with those who lost their lives in World War II, the Vietnam and Korean Wars. Honor Flight Arizona has taken more than 3,000 veterans on this trip over the past 15 years. It's completely free for the veterans, only made possible because of the generous donations from people living right here in our community. And for Stencil,
if I see some of the names of the people that I actually went to school with on there, you know, I'll probably well up with tears.
It's an incredible feeling of support knowing he was given this opportunity, and that nowadays when people see this hat, he's received with love and honor, not hate. Having gone through all of that, what does this flight mean to you?
What what does it mean to me? I've got people walking up to me and saying, thank you for your service. That's the part that brings tears to my eyes for what happened prior. I hope they respect the veterans for what they do.
If you want to sponsor a veteran's flight, even volunteer your time to be a guardian on the next trip, or you know a veteran who deserves this trip of a lifetime, we have put more information under this story at ABC15.com. As multiple wildfires continue to burn in Arizona, we are staying on top of the evacuation orders as families are put on high alert.